How to be financial savvy in your 50s and above.
Your 50s. What is to be financially savvy? It is the ability to control your spending and having to know the importance of distinguishing between needs and wants. My dear ones, as we are now 50, these are the ages we cannot afford to spend anyhowly. First and foremost, to be financially savvy at our age is to ensure that we clearly distinguish between needs and wants. What is a need? A need is something you need for survival. And a want is something that you don't necessarily need. It's actually more of a pleasure. So at this, to be financially savvy, you have the ability to distinguish between needs and wants. Is this something that you need? Or is this something that you just want? And you can do without it. So at these ages of 50, be very sensitive before you spend money. Ask yourself this one question. Do I need this, or is it that I just want this? It will help you a big way. Another thing is impulse buying. At these ages, we cannot afford to just buy things as we see them. Right? And that is why it is important for you to know every time before you decide to spend money, ask yourself, do I need this or do I want this? Because if you are in such a state of awareness, you are going to avoid impulse buying. Impulse buying is sometimes, yes, things we actually don't even need as such. We just wanted them. Yeah, we just had a feeling of buying this item. And that is why we also need to work on our mental health, because some of the impulse buying is as a result of trying to take care of some mental health anxiety, and sometimes there are these people who do impulse buying because, especially some people who suffer from money anxiety and money trauma, they tend to get into a lot of impulse buying, right? And this is something we need to be careful about. Remember, most of us are transitioning to retirement. And what we need to do right now is to already start, if you have not started before, but seriously strategize about a clear, well-defined, smart retirement plan. What is another thing for us to remain financially savvy at these ages is to ensure we create budgets. Right? If you've not been creating before, now this is the right time to start creating budgets. And you will ask me, Pauline, I've never done budgets. How am I going to create budgets? You will start creating budgets by, first of all, tracking your expenses. How much do I spend on fuel in a week? How much do I spend on groceries in a week? How much do I spend on shopping in a month? Just tracking the expenses. When you're able to track the daily expenses, weekly expenses, monthly expenses, quarterly expenses, you are able to come up with a budget. My dear ones, this time around, we must be able to start working with budgets. If something is not budgeted for, we are going to leave it. Let me tell you something else we are going to do to remain financially savvy at these ages of 50. When we get money, we will first save before we spend. We are going to develop a saving culture. Every little money you go, remember this time you're almost retiring and you're not going to be probably as active in employment, especially if you are a person who is working, in terms of employment. You're not a business person. That's what I'm trying to say. You must be able, right? You must be able to ensure that you are able to save as much as you can, because remember, you want to have a comfortable retirement years or retirement period. You don't want to be caught not having liquid cash. You don't want to be caught calling your children all over, please buy for me money for send me money for this, send me money for drugs. You want to be found still financially savvy and independent in your 50s. And that is which takes me to the next point. You need to be able to now have a plan and a strategy of how you're going to make that extra income even in retirement. You will ask me, Pauline, how? You see, right now, if you've not already started this, start looking for those short courses for the things you know you will be able to do even in retirement and get you some extra income. Is it a course in counseling? Is it a course in beauty? Is it a course in cookery? Maybe you love cooking. And let me tell you, these are the ages. Don't do just a course do something, a course or a training of something you love to do. Do you love beauty? Go to school and learn how to do beauty, so that even when you retire, you can make some extra income by making people's hair and all that. Do you love cooking? Go take a course in cooking and know how to do the pastries, know how to do all the dishes, so that even in retirement, you will be making some extra income by, by doing outside catering or all that. Yeah. Do you love people? Do you love motivating people? Do you love seeing the best in people? Do you want to mentor people? Go do a course on life coach skills, counseling skills, right? Because these are things that are not going to be determinable by your age. Even at 70, you can still counsel people. Even at 80, you can still counsel people. As long as you get the skills and turn out to be the best in what you do, people will always call you. So at this stage, make sure you do courses, right, that are going to help you not only give you the satisfaction of seeing yourself do the things that you love as you are in retirement, but also something that will give you that extra cash besides the money for pension and the money from other investments that you have. Yeah, I hope this video has been helpful in one way or another. Kindly share, especially to those dear brothers and sisters of mine who are in the 50s, right? Please, let us do this. It is possible. It will start with a little practice and patience, and we will get there and always remain financially savvy at our 50s. God bless you.